Oh, and by the way, the mod I'm using for the Joricho player one to be able to change the slug cut is it is by I have no idea how to even read that username, but yeah, that's pretty much. I play Rainmeadow sometimes, and throughout my time playing it, I learned one thing: Survivor's hella underrated. Seriously, no one picks him, even though he isn't any less valid than any other slug cuts. Everyone plays the Downpour ones or Hunter. They even play them in the Survivor campaign. If Survivor can be beaten with the Downpour Slugcuts and Hunter, then the Downpour Slugcuts and Hunter can be beaten with Survivor. And to prove that, I decided to do it myself, starting with Hunter. And I was able to go further. Let's hope some bullshit does not happen in the next 3 seconds.
What?
Some bullshit did in fact happen. I found a slug pup. According to the wiki, slug pups can spawn in a random shelter while a region is loaded, and every region has a unique chance for a slug pup to spawn. Outskirts have a 50% chance, Industrial Complex has a 25% chance, Garbage Wastes has a 30% chance, and so on. Every region is on there, except one. Can you guess what region that is? It's 5 Pebbles. 5 Pebbles has a 0% chance for slug pups to spawn. Is that even mentioned on the wiki? So I ask you this, dear Rainworld fans, how did I find a slug pup in 5 Pebbles? No need to ask that past me, I have an explanation. It uses something called shelter realization spawn, where if a slug pup didn't spawn in the past 5 cycles, it will spawn in the next shelter you visit, or some shit. I don't know, I don't understand truly, and that works even in regions where slug pups can't normally spawn. You know what? Have you ever seen how it's like to go through this room backwards? No? Then watch this. I made my way to the underhang. I got 2 memory proofs, which you shouldn't do backwards apparently. Never mind, I have no idea what I was thinking here. Or here. I made it out of memory crypts and sacrificed a centipede to a tentacle plant, and was free to go. I got to Shoreline and nothing really happened in Shoreline. I got to Moon, and then I resurrected Moon, and left my child behind. Then I sheltered, grabbed a jellyfish, went to the subterranean gate. Nothing really happened in subterranean except this trick shot. I got to filtration and to the depths, the end could. Next up! Gourmand wasn't going to be that hard since he doesn't rely on new additional movement abilities either. So what is the plan? Get to 5 pebbles through any means necessary. So I tried going to memory crypts, died. Then I tried going to shoreline, died again. I decided to go to industrial complex and then the wall through chimney canopy. I'm sorry memory crypts fans, but don't be disappointed. You will get what you want eventually. I found another slack pup, and I will not leave him this time. And then I found this cool looking lizard. I left a lantern like a moron. Oh, and I made it to industrial, I just thought I'd mention that. I love endangering my child for no reason. I made it to that shelter, which actually as I'm editing this made me realize that I have gone from this shelter in shaded to this shelter in industrial in one cycle. I should really shelter more. I sure hope it won't bite me in the ass later. I made it to Chimney, nothing, and I mean nothing happened in Chimney. I did activate the echo for some reason. As I went to the wall, nothing happened at the wall either, but I have to show you something, so here we go. I got to 5 levels. I went to Chimney. I got to Industrial. I decided that the best way to outer expanse was through the drainage system and filtration. I went to drainage. I sheltered. I made it from industrial complex to filtration system in one cycle. I really should save more often. I sure hope this won't bite me in the ass later. I made it to this shelter and good thing I saved here because I finally made it past the scaffold. I don't like jungle leeches. I made it. Artificer is where the actually difficult slug cuts begin. I can't make explosive spears, I can't eat creature corpses, I can't make explosives, and the last and most important part, I don't have the double jump. So it will actually be hard this time. The plan is to go to Shaded Citadel and then the exterior and Metropolis. I got to the gate. I got to memory crypts. I managed to get to the leg and save. I got a grapple worm. I really don't know what to show you, so I'm just kinda playing a bunch of clips. I got into a fight with this lizard, I guess. I made it through the Underhangs parkour. Well, I made it to the wall, I guess. Then I got my ass handed to me by a dropper, like, immediately after. I made it to the top of the wall. I got to 5 pebbles. I made it to Metropolis. I made it to Metropolis. By the way, did y'all know that lizards can eat grapple worms? It surprises me every time I see it. Metropolis is like fully traversable as Survivor because of Expedition mode. I gave a centipede to a lizard because I had to. I tamed the lizard by accident. I lost my friend passage. I got stuck in a wall. I went to kill the chieftain. I won, but at what cost? I would like to take a moment of silence for the one who died fighting alongside me. The Cyan Lizard was a hero. I just couldn't see it. Rivios is also going to be quite hard. We don't have their increased lung capacity or movement speed, which makes traversing submerged superstructure very hard, if not impossible. Which means that the plan is to get to 5 pebbles, remove the rarefaction cell, and then gain enough karma to go for the ascension ending, or in other words, spit in 5 pebbles' face. We start in drainage system. The very short cycles of Rivulet make the start of this campaign particularly challenging. I made it to outskirts. And then to industrial complex. and finally to Chimney Canopy. Now in Chimney we are going to have to go the long way instead of the faster one due to the short cycle length. I made it to the wall. And okay, can we talk about how every region looks better in Revealed? Then I made it to 5 levels and forgot to shelter. So I made my way through the rows and got the cell. Yup, I will sure do that. So now that we reverse the short cycles, we can focus on ascending. So I met the exterior echo and the chimney echo. Then I went to Sky Islands and met the echo there. This shelter. This shelter. I finally got through that room and went to Subterranean, met the echo there. Then I got to the depths. Spearmaster isn't hard in the sense that you need some special abilities to complete parkour sections. It makes up for it by spamming 100 creatures on top of each other. We start with this stupidly precise jump. I got a mask at least. I visited 5 Pebbles and he was just kinda sat there in place, and I don't think he's supposed to do that, so maybe the game just broke. Plan B, Ascension. I figured I should go to Shaded Citadel. Don't ask me, I have no idea what I was thinking here either. I used the Survivor passage to get to Chimney Canopy. I got to the depths, the end. Saint is impossible, unfortunately. I mean, you could probably get to Rubicon, but then what? You can't even hope to get past the Guardians, therefore you can't progress. So it's wrong, you can beat every campaign with Survivor, but hey, that's still 5 out of 6, right? I would say that's pretty neat.